2024 September 12. Daily Bread Passage. 2 Samuel chapter 3 verse 1 to 21. Key verse. Verse 9, 10. Title: Abner comes over to David's side. The war between the house of Saul and the house of David lasted a long time. David grew stronger and stronger, while the house of Saul grew weaker and weaker. Sons were born to David in Hebron. His firstborn was Amnon the son of Ahinoam of Jezreel. His second, Chileab the son of Abigail the widow of Nabal of Carmel. The third, Absalom the son of Maacah daughter of Talmai king of Geshur. The fourth, Adonijah the son of Haggith. The fifth, Shephatiah the son of Abital. And the sixth, Ithream the son of David's wife Eglah. These were born to David in Hebron. During the war between the house of Saul and the house of David, Abner had been strengthening his own position in the house of Saul. Now Saul had a concubine named Rizpah daughter of Aiah. And Ish-Bosheth said to Abner, "Why did you sleep with my father's concubine?" Abner was very angry because of what Ish-Bosheth said. So he answered, "Am I a dog's head, on Judah's side? This very day I am loyal to the house of your father Saul and to his family and friends. I haven't handed you over to David. Yet now you accuse me of an offense involving this woman. May God deal with Abner, be it ever so severely, if I do not do for David what the Lord promised him on oath. And transfer the kingdom from the house of Saul and establish David's throne over Israel and Judah from Dan to Beersheba." Ish-Bosheth did not dare to say another word to Abner, because he was afraid of him. Then Abner sent messengers on his behalf to say to David, "Whose land is it? Make an agreement with me, and I will help you bring all Israel over to you." "Good," said David. "I will make an agreement with you. But I demand one thing of you, do not come into my presence unless you bring Michal daughter of Saul when you come to see me." Then David sent messengers to Ish-Bosheth son of Saul, demanding, "Give me my wife Michal, whom I betrothed to myself for the price of 100 Philistine foreskins." So Ish-Bosheth gave orders and had her taken away from her husband Paltiel son of Laish. Her husband, however, went with her, weeping behind her all the way to Bahurim. Then Abner said to him, "Go back home." So he went back. Abner conferred with the elders of Israel and said, "For some time you have wanted to make David your king. Now do it. For the Lord promised David, 'By my servant David the first will rescue my people Israel from the hand of the Philistines and from the hand of all their enemies.'" Abner also spoke to the Benjamites in person. Then he went to Hebron to tell David everything that Israel and the whole tribe of Benjamin wanted to do. When Abner, who had 20 men with him, came to David at Hebron, David prepared a feast for him and his men. Then Abner said to David, "Let me go at once and assemble all Israel for my lord the king, so that they may make a covenant with you, and that you may rule over all that your heart desires." So David sent Abner away, and he went in peace. For 7 years, David remained as king of Judah, while the rest of Israel was ruled by others. During this time, David got stronger and stronger, while the house of Saul got weaker and weaker. Abner, however, was able to strengthen his own position. At one point in the conflict, Ish-Bosheth accused his commander, Abner, of sleeping with one of his concubines. Possibly, Abner used this woman for political gain, or maybe Ish-Bosheth was just jealous of Abner. Either way, Abner grew angry and left Ish-Bosheth, vowing to go over to David's side and help ensure that he, David, became king over all Israel instead of Ish-Bosheth. Abner knew it was God's will from the beginning to make David king over all Israel. David happily made a deal with Abner, and he came to David, bringing with him many of the elders of Israel. David welcomed him and forgave him. These circumstances could easily have led to further war. But David put aside personal grievances for the sake of unity among God's people in all of Israel. Prayer. Father, it is hard to let go of my wants and desires. Give me strength to die to myself and live for your will. One word. Don't hold grudges.